One of our people is unable to rest, far from his home. Country road, hear him yearn. Please take him home to the place he belongs. These words hit my soul like bolts of lightning, and now they leave my lips, and they will carry the soul of a son of the soil home to CKGR, where he can finally be at peace. On International Human Rights Day, the 10th of December 2024, the body of Pitseng Gaoberekwe will be buried in the Central Kalahari Game Reserve. His ancestral home.
On December 10, 2024, Botswana marked Human Rights Day with the long overdue burial of a son elder, Pitseng Gaoberekwe, in his ancestral homeland, the Central Kalahari Game Reserve, also known as CKGR. This moment concluded a 3-year legal and cultural struggle between Gaoberekwe's family and the Botswana government over his right to be laid to rest on his ancestral land. Gaoberekwe, who passed away on December 31, 2021, had spent most of his life in the CKGR, living as a hunter. Toward the end of his life, he relocated to the New Zode resettlement camp to be closer to his children. After his death on December 31, 2021, authorities refused his burial in the CKGR, citing his relocation as grounds for their decision. This sparked a fierce legal battle, with his family insisting on honoring his wish to be buried in the reserve, a demand deeply rooted in the San people's cultural and spiritual beliefs. For the San people, also known as Basaroa, visiting the graves of ancestors is considered a vital spiritual practice, often referred to as a form of medicine. Denial of this right not only caused emotional anguish but was seen as a direct violation of their indigenous rights. The family's fight began in Botswana's courts, where Judge Itumeleng Sigopolo initially ruled against them in 2022, ordering that Gaoberekwe's body be buried outside the CKGR within 10 days or the family would face imprisonment. This ruling mirrored long-standing tensions between the San people and the government, which date back to their forced evictions from the CKGR in the late 1990s and early 2000s. Over the years, Gaoberekwe's body remained in a private mortuary, accumulating bills exceeding 300,000 pula by 2023. Despite losing their case at the Court of Appeal, which upheld the prohibition against burial in the CKGR, the family refused to proceed with alternative arrangements, citing cultural taboos and the risk of ancestral curses.
Your government, that under color of court judgments denied him the dignity of a burial in his ancestral land, has now taken the bold steps of abandoning all those judgments and burying him. In this ceaseless quest to uphold dignity, we are unshakable.
A breakthrough finally came in late 2024 under the new administration of President Boko. Announcing the government's decision to honor Gaoberekwe's wishes, the government also agreed to cover all associated costs, bringing relief to the family and ending years of anguish. The funeral took place at Metsiamenong, with government officials and community members in attendance. The saga of Pitseng Gaoberekwe's burial reflects the broader, long-standing struggles of the San people to assert their rights in Botswana. This community has faced continuous challenges to their land and cultural practices, highlighted by 2 landmark legal victories in the past 2 decades. In 2006, the San people won a historic High Court case overturning their forced eviction from the Central Kalahari Game Reserve. The court ruled that the government's removal of the Basaroa from their ancestral land was unconstitutional, affirming their right to return and live in the reserve. Despite this victory, obstacles persisted as access to vital resources like water remained restricted. The fight for water culminated in a 2011 court ruling that granted the Basaroa the right to access water on their traditional lands. This decision followed years of hardship, during which the government had dismantled the only source of water within 40 kilometers of the area to discourage their return. President Boko, then a legal representative for the San people, played a crucial role in this case, which became a milestone in their struggle for survival and dignity. The burial of Pitseng Gaoberekwe on Human Rights Day is both a personal triumph for his family and a broader statement on Indigenous rights in Botswana. It reflects a slow but significant shift toward honoring the San people's heritage and their rightful claim to the land they have called home for millennia.
Me o bona lone le bitalaga Pitseng Gaoberekwe ke eletsa le ka agelelwa le ka agiwa ya nna segopotso le sekao sa gore irile ka tsatsi la gompieno ra tswala ra didimatsa ra phimola kgatako le tsulolo ya ditshwanelo tsa batho ra simolodisa tsamaiso le thulaganyo e ntšha e ka yone ditshwanelo tsa batho e leng lone lesedi e leng tsone tsela tse di re supegetsang ko re yang teng. Ke leboge ba lelapa le ke ba lebogele bopelokgale jo ba loleng ka jone ke leboge botlhe ba ba amaneng le bone mme ke leboge kgosi Beslag ke mo leboge ka tsela e hapegileng ka gore go na le sengwe sa se dirileng se e leng bokao ebile e le thotloetso mo go ba bangwe o ne a kwala lekwalo ka di 25 tsa February 2022 a hilwe taelo gote supa o ye ko court o ba hore o ba re gore monna yo ga se monni wa CKGR o sala a dule ka 1997 kwala mokwalo o rialo a kwala ka 2022 a re ke a paka gompieno ga se boammaaruri gore monna yo o dule ka 1997 ke a itse nna ke le lobatse Beslag monna yo o dule ka 2014 a ya go senka bongaka ene ke motho wa ko metsi a manong a kwala jang ya nna bosup ja ya ko lekgotleng ba bo itlhokomolositse rra mme wena o ne o bo kwadile o bo papamaditse re go lemoge gompieno ka bopelokgale jo bokalo go botlhokwa ka gore batho ba le bantsi ba maemo ha o ba botsa gore o ne o le hakane karabo ya bone ke gore ne ka laelwa gore ke gata ke ditshwanelo ke ne ke laetswe ke bagolwane bana mme one molao o ha re o bala re o tlhoagalla wa re go diragatsa taelo e e seng ka ga molao ga o ka ke wa iphemela ore o ne o laetswe ke mongwe o itse gore ha o e diragaditse taolo ye le ha e ne e se ya gago o molatogela jaaka ene o ne a go laela